Good afternoon, everyone. This is RAND. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, June 14, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a reverse aging health call tonight around 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Many of us are on the search for a higher self-esteem. And it is a highly addictive and dangerous game to play. As we are continually trying to acquire a more improved version of ourselves and are never ultimately satisfied with who we are, the more energy we put into trying to become someone better, the more we miss out on the feeling that we are enough, and continue to climb up and fall down the ladder of self-esteem. Go up, go down, back and forth, over and over again. Go up, go down. The more tightly we grip onto the beliefs and perceptions about ourselves, the more rigid, complex, and crackable our self-esteem structure becomes. Eventually, when the big wind of life blows through, every idea we are clinging to is shaken off, cracked, or destroyed. It is by putting less energy and effort into becoming someone who is confident that we create more time to spend in relaxation and enjoying bathing in our spiritual core essence. By simply enjoying this truly relaxed, healing space within, you become unshakable and capable of embracing the greatest storms when they pass through. Ironically, the most solid foundation of confidence of them all is the one which feels connected with the sadness and weakness inside our human selves. We are not avoiding, attached to, or resisting the darkness, yet are simply rooted in the strength we find in our own authenticity. It is through our vulnerability that we find true strength in ourselves, able to remain centered in the most challenging life scenarios. Now, this confidence is the strongest because it is the most flexible, capable of dealing with change and absorbing anything that life throws its way. It's good to know that the opposite of confidence is doubt, fear, hesitation, uncertainty, and cowardice. Each of these experiences is a byproduct of a tight, tense, emotional, fear-based memory that is stored inside the body. The more integrated you become with the tension and the relaxation of the tension, your entire being finds the deepest place of relaxation, and confidence comes pouring through. You can see how essential it is to make time in your life to slow down from the racing mind and practice relaxing into each experience, whether good or bad. Use your breath as a vehicle to take you deeper inside, to touch everything within you, and eventually reach your innermost spiritual core. Play with the exploration, feeling the intimate spiritual connection you already have within yourself. Very soon, you'll find that this simple, sweet inquiry transforms your entire life. We call this the thread of breath and emotional merging. Okay? There's 4 steps to everlasting self-confidence. They're techniques that have been used for many, many, many years. And people have experienced tremendous shifts in their lives. Now, these steps they go through a transformation, transforming a lifelong battle with self-esteem into one that is overflowing in a sea of self-trust, gratitude, and self-love. Now, the thread of breath and emotional merging. Randomly, 5 to 10 times a day, feel into your connection with your breath. Relax deeply into it for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Feel into each inhalation and exhalation. Expand the belly and chest, allowing yourself to reach in and touch the deepest level of tension inside. Open up the reservoirs to let your good and bad feelings come flooding in. With each breath, feel into the emotional peak and valley that currently exists in your life. Let yourself be massaged by the breath, bringing up the greatest pain and sadness inside. Let them merge with your deepest, your joy and bliss. Breathe into them both so they merge and dissolve into one energy. Let this mixed pool of energy dissolve back into your spiritual essence, the source of pure consciousness itself, where it actually came from. You can imagine you are piercing the memories of your past with one thread of consciousness using your breath. The breath will push the thread, binding the feelings and memories together, melting and melding them as one. As you feel through to the core of these feelings, they will change, and you'll naturally begin to relax deeper and discover a state of peace and stillness inside. Imagine you are rooting yourself internally in this space of stillness and deep peace. Practice living from this space as much as possible throughout your day. The breath is our greatest gateway to freedom. And look at now, right? From a watcher's perspective, not a judgment perspective, this civilization, the majority of us, shallow breathe. We don't pay attention to our breath. The only other time we pay attention to our breath is when we have something wrong. The body says, hey, get over here. You got something happening. We got to take care of this. But if you just breathe, if you don't have that, you just take the breath for granted. The more awareness we can create around our breath, welcoming its life-giving and receiving movements, the more we can relax deeper inside and trust the divine guidance of this life. As this trust reaches into our innermost core, we simply let go of the traumas that run our life and find true emotional healing inside. It is from simply following and feeling into the breath that we retrain our body to relax and can start connecting with the more spiritual aspects of our being. From this space, being able to fully relax into our own body a genuine confident state automatically takes over. Right? Now the second step, find what makes you smile. When you want a little burst of confidence right now, right? Think about what puts a smile on your face first thing in the morning. Got to be something. Whatever it is, focus on it. And imagine that it is happening to you right now. Let that good feeling come flooding in and show up in your face. Then let it flood all throughout your body. Confident people are not afraid to smile. They are full of real smile. When you start practicing your outer smile, you begin accessing your real inner smile. The part that is truly happy inside you. Then, there is no reason to ever fake a smile in this world again. So let your true inner smile come out and be displayed on your face this week. Let those happy feelings reach into the parts of your body that really need it. This simple technique will instantly help you to feel happy inside, which breeds a solid state of inner peace, so you can access true confidence at any time. Be 100% authentic, truthful, and real with everyone. Now, as watchers, how many people do we believe are 100% authentic, truthful, and real with everyone? People who feel insecure and powerless in this life are usually overly occupied with hiding how they truly feel. A truly confident, and I'm not talking confidence through the ego mind, I'm talking confidence through the heart mind. A truly confident being is unconcerned about the good and bad options of others or opinions of others. He or she is practicing authenticity because it feels good to be real. It simply feels liberating to not have to hide. And you can stop micromanaging this life to be a particular way. When we have zero fear about what others might think, say, we become naturally authentic, real, relaxed, and grounded in our spiritual nature. The more that this authentic expression becomes a habit in your home base, then everything that is false and insecure will eventually fall away. The authentic being is one who has the courage to reveal whatever they cannot talk about. There is always this movement towards a deeper sharing. Even if they are feeling insecure about something. The vulnerability brings out an even deeper confidence from within. An authentic being knows that it's okay to feel pain, express hard emotions, and understands that stuffing is the greatest cause of suffering. When we take the risk to be real, this truth-revealing energy bonds people together, eliminating the need for superficial gains, which keep people locked up in their ego. We can find the sweetest joy surfaces naturally from the most simple expression of our authenticity. When you practice becoming very silent and still, when you sit very, very, very still, like a solid, silent statue, randomly for a few minutes every day, not moving at all, everything in your life will start to become crystal clear. You know what you're doing, don't you? You're leaving the mind and ego alone. Just for a few minutes a day. Everything in your life will start to become crystal clear. As the busy beings that we are, it may not come easy at first to learn how to meditate and do absolutely nothing. Yet, within this stillness and silence, there exists such a tremendous freedom. You instantly find the courage to do whatever you want in this life. And this allows the adult in you to be childlike and playful again. In total silence, you get in touch with the spiritual core of you and discover the naturally confident and charismatic being you truly are inside. By quieting your mind chatter, you let go of all efforting, especially trying to be confident. You start to sink deeper into your all-expansive, infinite spiritual nature. Here, you engage with everyone in this life from a divine perspective, seeing the spiritual essence within them. And thus life begins meeting you on the same level. So you're invited to commit to sit in total silence for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. What do you think we do here on these meditations? Every day. Eventually the mind will get rooted and become quieter inside with practice. And the more often you sit still, the more clear the mind will get. And you will see who and what you truly are, as well as where you are going in your life. From this space, you are more effective in the decision and actions you choose throughout the day. Living your life from this silent space, you will begin feeling more guided, connected, aligned with this mysterious unfolding of this universe within you. Success is a journey, not a destination. Half the fun is getting there. Gita Balin. So this is much bigger than taking on a perpetual self-esteem project that is never fully satisfied with the end result. I suggest to you to realize the truth of who you are. I suggest to you to see this spiritual being inside you who is all-powerful, deeply eternal loving, free from all doubt, insecurity, fear. Through following the information I've just shared with you, you will become the number one priority in your life. And you will discover how easy it is to become a naturally confident being again. You take the risk today to take on this enlightening approach now by opening yourself on an entirely new dimension to new sources of confidence inside you. Then life becomes a truly magical experience. See, we all of us, within, we're enlightened beings. Now, majority of us do not know that. We haven't even a clue about that. Most people on this planet believe that everything is outside of them. Anything they're going to discover is out there. And of course, that's how they've been programmed. Everything and everyone is here for what? Your enlightenment. It's kind of like we are all in a grand incubation chamber. And the chamber is called humanity. There's many words for it. We'll just use humanity for now. That is designed specifically to bring the state of self-realization into our hearts and minds. Every person is a teacher. Every one of us are teachers. In this mass kind of a school of a kind, guiding us to finding our spiritual path and discover what it truly means to be enlightened. Every one of us, every one of us as beings, because person isn't real. That's not a real thing. Being. Every single being. Situation, event, and circumstances in your life today is offering the perfect ingredients necessary for you to get rooted, grow, and blossom into your greatest potentiality. We're kind of like baby eggs, each destined to hatch, break free from our ego shell, and enjoy this extremely alive, conscious, and deeply juicy existence. And as always, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, missing for enlightenment to find its way to you. All your problems, missed opportunities, and challenging life circumstances are the perfect sacred situations deliberately designed to inspire you to build your deepest connection to source and harness a radical creativity. Without these sacred situations, you would be missing something that is like fertilizer and these essential stinky nutrients that make one deepen, evolve, and grow. Life, this life, is perfect just the way it is. And you are perfect just the way you are, with all your desires and attainments, joys and sorrows, securities and insecurities. Life is an enlightenment incubator that cannot be escaped from. We are imprisoned in the destiny to reach enlightenment in this life, in this lifetime. Now, some would say maybe the next lifetime or the next. I believe it's this lifetime. I believe that many will discover. They'll reach the enlightenment that they are. There are some that will take several more lifetimes. Your enlightenment is on the divine agenda, the schedule of your soul. And there is nothing you can do to change this. You can try to ignore it, like a lot of people do. Pretend it's not happening, or become distracted by a goal project that seems to be more important than enlightenment. Yet, still over the course of this lifetime, the karmic agenda remains the same. Your soul's destiny will always be to discover what enlightenment is, what it feels like, and what you need to let go of to attain it. The most ordinary, typical days of this life often contain the most potent aspects of the enlightenment incubation process. Every personal or business conversation, text message, email, Facebook post, YouTube video you experience are the exact fuel you specifically needed in that moment for you to realize your path to greater freedom. Every moment you are alone, listen to your inner voice. I'm not talking about, okay, we've got to be specific here. See, there's the right and left brain voice. Now, where a lot of people get misguided. We're talking about the voice of the God that you are within that body. Not coming from out there, but from within, through the heart-mind. Every challenge, argument, confusion, fear, desire, and indecision is also essential fuel for that moment. In any direction we turn, we find the perfect enlightening fuel is already there, ready to be used. We are surrounded by perfection. It is only the mind that perceives something else. This planet is now, Kate, leave your mind alone. Leave your ego mind alone. Be in the now. This planet is the most sacred spiritual birthing ground, which is specifically set up for you to realize your divine nature within its womb. Each day, the sun shines its light on you, giving you warrant so you can relax, smile, and experience so many pleasures in this amazing body. You get to enjoy your body each day and how its five senses are always interacting with the outer world. Your physical body is the perfect cocoon for you to go inside, find your soul, sprout your spiritual wings. This universe is constantly giving life to you from the inside. Your heart beating, blood pumping, cells rejuvenating, and breath flowing, are life coursing through you. Life is loving you from the inside and the outside. And these two worlds are merged together in a matrix of highly intelligent energy. At the deepest level, this life is the most deeply eternal loving teacher there is. It requires no payment from you and works every day for you absolutely free of charge. It is constantly offering you free life lessons which help your soul evolve in many ways you never knew were possible. This magna glorious love from this life is so extremely generous. It's always gifting you free sunshine, free air, free ocean water. And if you're courageous and willing, all the free food you can find on the trees, plants, and catch in the oceans. If you're courageous and willing. We truly live in a divine ocean of loving, intelligent energy that supports every need we have, and then some. Even when we get upset, thrown off center, get angry, start to reject life, and push love away, life still continues to feed us, nurture us, and breathe our body for us. Life still loves you no matter how you respond to it. The sun never stops shining on you. no matter how irreverent you are with it. You really don't have to do anything but show up and fully be in this moment of your life, right here, right now. And this act of showing up is all about surrender and takes absolutely zero effort. One of the most enlightening meditations is this. For 24 hours a day, open yourself to the idea that everyone is enlightened except you. Imagine and pretend that there is this huge pronoiac conspiracy this universe has to wake you up. Everybody is a vehicle for the divine, and every being is your greatest teacher. And teaching, greatest teacher and teaching. Listen to others as if God, him, herself, was speaking through them. The deeper you listen, the more you will hear the divine direction you're needing to go today. The inner voice is already tuned in, and it will start showing you exactly how to find your way home. What is your inner voice? What is that? It is the pure consciousness and the God that you are in that body, which is plugged into all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Now, the deeper you listen, the more you will hear the divine direction you're needing to go today. And you'll be shown exactly how to find your way home to the God that you are. Imagine that we are all eagerly waiting for you to become enlightened. We have arrived, and now are patient, yet very excited about you becoming the great enlightening student that you were born to be. Our mission is to serve you, help you step on board the enlightenment train, because you are the very last to arrive. It's not that you are less than anyone, nor missing anything on the inside. This enlightenment exam is just an assignment for the ego, and it will ignite some powerful insights in you, lighting up your spiritual path. The challenge to pretend that everyone is enlightened except you all day long is huge, I know. Yet take it on as an experiment for just 3 days. Explore how you and your experience of life changes. As you do this, you'll notice how the quality of your listening changes with each day. On day one, it may be somewhat superficial. By day 3, you may become lost in the seeing, feeling, and touching the divine everywhere you go. Continue playing with it past day 3, if it's working for you, of course. Noticing what you feel you need to let go of and how your perception of others and yourself changes. Become more and more aware of the immediate shift in consciousness that is created the moment you choose to step into this enlightenment incubator. Pretending that everyone is enlightened except you is a gigantic task for the ego to take on. So one small word of advice for you is this. Be gentle with your teachers. Respect their teaching deeply by paying extra super close attention to what they are really saying underneath it all. Listen to what is your next step to finding freedom. apply what is really going on in your life and see what is it that you most need to learn. Ask yourself, why do these types of people trigger me and why? Notice what they are pointing at inside you that you don't love about you. Listen to what's being said between their words, between your thoughts. Feel deeper into what's actually happening in each new moment. If you want to truly be free. Now, the initial experience of enlightenment is very similar to making popcorn, right? Everybody's made popcorn, at least once. You know, you can pop it, and then you still have at the bottom the hard kernels that have never popped, right? Those are the small little corn kernels. Those are the ego. And man, they require loads of heat to be covered in oil, which is juicy, loads of heat, pressure, to be covered in oil, juicy emotions, and need a bit of stirring, which is uncertainty, before they surrender, pop, open, and expand completely into their light, fluffy fullness, just like us. The experiment or experience of enlightenment is basically a simple, sweet science. When the corn is popped, the hard shell of the ego is no longer holding everything together on the outside. Yet rather the soul, the soft, fluffy part moves towards the outer. And the hard, protective part towards the inner. And when the real you comes out, there's nothing to fear or protect anymore. All the outer shells drop. And you become a very soft, open, available being who is full of love and here to be enjoyed by all. Join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. Love and honor yourself. You are already whole and complete exactly as you are. When you realize this, you invite everyone else to do the same. And your entire world changes for the better. Healing happens from within this place of wholeness. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. We'll return here Friday, June 14th, around 9:15 p.m. Eastern tonight, to continue the reverse aging health call and all the rest. And Saturday, June 15th, the month's half gone, blink of the eye, 2024, around 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, and purest of the purest purest. Eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's happening out there or in here. And open your heart and let the magic flow in.